Sgt Randle Ballenger, Greer Police Department, City of Greer. I'm the traffic and drone coordinator, sergeant for the City of Greer. So the City of Greer, we've been in the drone program approximately 2.5 years. We started absolutely at ground level and built from there. A little bit about our department. The City of Greer is what would be considered a medium-sized agency, 65 officers sworn, located between Greenville and Spartanburg, home of BMW North America. It's the largest BMW plant in the world. But the thing that should really catch most people's attention is the fact that we have Greenville Spartanburg Airport, an international airport that sits right in the middle of our jurisdiction, and a large swath of Class C airspace that extends right up through our jurisdiction. So that's one of the features of the Autel, and I'll talk more about later, but it's one of the things that drove us to the Autel platform.
That's interesting. Can you, besides that, can you tell us some of the features that drew you to the Autel platform as you were looking for an alternative drone?
Absolutely, John. The Autel, so in the interest of transparency and what drove us to the Autel platform, and particularly the Evo 2, we had flown other drones. We tried several different drones, but what ultimately landed us with the Evo 2 is the zoomable capability of the fact that you can zoom that FLIR in and you can zoom the camera in right there on your screen, pair it up with a live deck and move that signal around, whether it's a SWAT van or command center. The Evo 2 just had everything that we were looking for, and the price is spot on for an agency our size. So that's what drove us to the Evo 2, and the fact that by going back to that Class C airspace, we're a police agency. We're going to fly responsibly, and we're going to follow the rules. So Autel has transferred that responsibility to the agency, and we work directly with the FAA and coordinate our flights. And when seconds count, we're able to get that drone in the air without any geofencing issues.
No, that's great, Randall. I know you all utilize the drone constantly in your jurisdiction. Recently, you utilized the 6K Pro to enhance the safety of citizens as well as the safety of your officers during an event there. What are you able to tell us about that mission?
One of the greatest success stories we had recently here with the Evo 6K Pro, we had utilized it. So we, in the with the protests going on and all the different things going on, we had an agency had filed that they were going to do a protest march. It was later changed to a prayer walk, but was it a protest or was it a prayer walk? We didn't really know. So we had to prepare as if, prepare for the worst, hope for the best kind of situation. So what we were able to do is take the Evo 2 with the 6K and the live deck and pair it up. And we were able to have a large contingent of officers kind of in reserve, out of sight. And we were able to put that 6K up with that zoomable camera, gimbal on the front. And we were able to stand off well away from anything. And no one, there was a few officers out, and none of the officers knew where the drone was. No one on the ground ever knew that we were watching them by drone. So we certainly didn't antagonize the situation by flying a drone in there. And without the zoomable feature, we would have had to get in so close that there's no doubt that the drone would have been spotted. So that zoomable gimbal and the fact that gives you a standoff where you can keep the drone stealthy is huge in our book. And that was the first time we really got to use it, but it performed absolutely, exactly like we wanted it to.
Thanks, Randall. That's an absolute spot-on application for the Autel platform, and it seems to have worked out really well for you. Is there anything else you can add to your utilizing the Autel platform in public safety?
Absolutely, and again, resources are finite. We get it. We're a medium-sized agency, but the challenge that I would give anyone is, you're not going to get in a platform that'll do everything the Autel 2 will for the money. There's platforms that you can spend $30,000-$40,000 on, but you can still get the same performance out of the Autel Evo 2 that you can get out of those platforms. And the ability to have that thing man portable is huge. And our guys, we have the drones. They come in, they check them out. The drone is in the passenger seat of the car, ready to go. One of the sergeants, he timed one of our officers getting a drone up and going on a guy that had run from a felony car stop. He said it took the kid 36 seconds to have it out of the box when the rotors started spinning. 36 seconds to get that drone up in the air and get eyes above. And that right there is that's a piece of equipment that's at the user level that can be used at any time. And that's the advantage of the Evo 2 is having a piece of equipment that does so much for so little that's so readily available.
Wow, that's exciting stuff, Randle. Again, I want to thank you for your time today and your insight and information, and continue safe flying. And thanks again for joining us.
Absolutely, John. Thank you.